Hi, this is Nancy at A Crone's Intuition. And earlier today, I was thinking about something. You know how your mind wanders and you think about things and then you wonder, well, gee, why did that come up? um, and what I was thinking about was energy vampires. And, vampires, they're vampire tarot decks and oracle decks. There are vampire movies. There are vampire series on TV. And, they're always kind of made out as kind of romantic and, oh, what would I do if I was in that situation? Would I choose Lestat or would I not? All of that. And vampire books, oh my goodness, Anne Rice is just amazing. But anyhow, I was thinking about energy vampires. And there are many of them amongst us, as we go out in our day, when we go to work. I'm retired, so I don't have to deal with that aspect of it anymore. But, when we're in a store and we're next to someone and they're acting less than, that steals some of our positive energy, our light within. And then there are even, like you might go into a chat and you just don't feel quite right, and you decide, well, I'm going to leave. There are energy vampires everywhere. And so I was thinking about it, and I pulled out two decks. They're oracle decks. The first one is the Land of Enchantment oracle deck by Sabrina Svard. And she has a channel here on YouTube. It is the Tree of Life Guidance. And her website is thetreeoflifeguidance.com. So I pulled out her deck and I was looking at the cards, and I kind of made a story about energy vampires. The other deck that I chose was the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards by Denise Linn. This is what that box looks like. And here is Sabrina's card if you want to take a screenshot. If you would be interested in ordering her deck. I just have found it's such a lovely addition to my tarot collection and oracle collection. But in looking at the cards in her deck, I'm going to start off with that. There is the card of the energy vampire. And I'm sure that we all know, we've all felt it, And so this is the card of the energy vampire, and we are aware that someone is stealing our energy or compromising it. And I think the first thing that you need to do when you feel that this is happening to you is to look inside and see what you truly feel. Is this happening to me? Why am I allowing it to happen? When I feel that my energy has been compromised, do I do something about it, or do I just sludge along and hope it'll get better? The first thing I think you need to do is to set boundaries. And if there is someone or something that is sapping your spiritual energy, your spiritual light, that you need to set boundaries, and you need to realize that in the long run, this is not good for you, And I think one of the things that comes with this is spiritual awakening, because we're all on a spiritual path, and we don't need to be, like pulled over where we can't continue on our path because our energy is so low, our vibration is so low. We want to try and keep on that path for, without a whole lot of distractions, And the huge distraction is when your energy is stolen from you, your spiritual energy. So what we want is spiritual renewal, okay? And, I think that when we're aware of this process, it makes it so much easier for us to stop and say, wait a minute, I'm not going to allow this to happen to me. I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to ground myself. I'm going to ask for my spirit team to surround me and protect me. We actually should do that before we even leave the house or when we get up in the morning, so that we prepare ourselves for, anything that might come our way that is negative. Now I'm going to switch to the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. And this is a card of answering the call. It's the time is now. Don't wait. Embrace this idea of positivity and higher vibration, and I'm not going to let anybody steal my energy. This is mine. This is my light. This is what I'm called to do. And don't just think about it. Begin today. Begin now. Take that first step, because you're on a spiritual journey. We're on a spiritual journey. And you choose your path. All is possible. You know what your individual path is. You know what you have been called to do. You know what your soul contract is. It's becoming clearer and clearer as you stay on this path and as you communicate spiritually with your guides and your angels. The final card that I have is Ascending the Mountain. Keep going forward. If you get sidetracked, if there's a energy vampire that comes in, remember what you have to do to get that energy back, and then just keep going forward. We need to keep going forward to obtain all the knowledge and all the spirituality that we were meant to have in this lifetime. And I just was thinking about this, and I wanted to share it with you. And if it resonates with you, really think about it. And you might want to even write out a plan, a game plan, or just keep it in the back of your mind and know that you need this positive energy, especially now. I mean, there's just a lot of negativity floating around, and we don't need to become part of that. And so this is Nancy at A Crone's Intuition, wishing you many, many blessings. Namaste, my precious friends.